Have you ever wondered what it's truly like to see the world through the eyes of a bat, or to sense vibrations in the ground like an elephant? We tend to assume that animals experience reality much like we do, but the truth is far stranger and far more fascinating. Across the animal kingdom, species have evolved senses that extend far beyond human capacity, opening windows into hidden layers of the world. Exploring these abilities not only changes the way we see animals, but also challenges us to rethink our own limited view of reality. Consider echolocation in bats. In the dark of night, where human eyes are practically blind, bats thrive by emitting high-pitched calls and listening to the returning echoes. This sonic map gives them a three-dimensional awareness of their surroundings, sharper in detail than sight. They can pinpoint the size, shape, and even the texture of an insect's wings in midair. Dolphins and whales use a similar system in the ocean, producing clicks that travel long distances underwater. Their brains transform echoes into images, allowing them to see through sound in a way that humans can scarcely imagine. Then there is the incredible sense of smell possessed by many animals. Dogs, for example, have noses packed with up to 300 million scent receptors compared to the mere 6 million in humans. This makes their world one of layered chemical trails and invisible signals. They can detect diseases, sense emotions through pheromones, and track footsteps days old. For them, the air is full of information, a living story written in molecules that passes unnoticed by us. Sharks navigate another hidden dimension entirely, the realm of electricity. They possess specialized organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, which allow them to detect the faint electrical fields generated by the muscles of other creatures. Even a fish buried under sand cannot escape a shark's perception. To a shark, the ocean is alive with electrical signals, a web of movement and energy imperceptible to humans. Electric eels take this further by generating their own electric fields, both for hunting and for communication, turning electricity into a language of survival. Elephants, the giants of the land, use vibration in extraordinary ways. Through the pads of their feet, they can detect low-frequency rumbles that travel through the ground for miles. These seismic signals act like long-distance calls, alerting herds to danger or guiding them to sources of water. What seems silent to us is, to elephants, a constant underground conversation stretching across vast landscapes. Similarly, many insects and spiders rely on vibrations in their webs or on plants to detect prey and potential mates. The ground and air hum with messages that we simply cannot hear. Vision itself is another domain where animals often surpass humans. Bees can see ultraviolet patterns on flowers, guiding them to nectar with bullseye-like signals invisible to our eyes. Birds of prey like eagles have vision so sharp they can spot a rabbit from 2 miles away. Some mantis shrimp possess the most complex visual systems of all, with up to 16 different types of photoreceptors compared to our 3. They can perceive polarized light and subtle color variations that human brains cannot even process. To them, the ocean glows with details beyond our imagination, like a secret rainbow coded in ways only they can read. Communication among animals is just as varied and astonishing. Whales sing across oceans with calls that can travel thousands of miles. These songs are not random noise, but structured, evolving patterns that may serve as both social bonding and territorial displays. Songbirds pass down melodies through generations, creating cultural traditions within flocks. Ants, on the other hand, rely on chemical communication, leaving pheromone trails that guide entire colonies with incredible efficiency. Bees perform intricate dances to tell their hive mates the exact distance and direction of nectar sources, a form of symbolic communication that rivals our own language in elegance. Recent discoveries continue to expand our understanding. Researchers have found that fish, long thought to be relatively silent, actually produce a wide range of sounds to communicate during courtship or territorial disputes. Studies on octopuses reveal a stunning complexity of body language, with shifts in color and texture serving as signals to others. Even plants, though not animals, release chemical cues that influence animal behavior, blurring the boundaries of what we define as communication. All of this points to a deeper truth. Reality is not one size fits all. Each species experiences the world through a unique sensory lens, shaped by evolution to fit its environment and survival needs. Our human senses provide only a narrow window, while bats, sharks, elephants, bees, and countless others navigate rich sensory landscapes layered on top of ours. To them, the world is buzzing, glowing, vibrating, and humming with signals we will never fully perceive. By studying these abilities, scientists not only unlock secrets of animal biology, but also inspire new technologies. Echolocation has influenced sonar and medical imaging. Insights into shark electroreception are helping to develop bio-inspired sensors. Even the study of insect communication is guiding robotics and swarm intelligence. Nature's innovations, evolved over millions of years, provide blueprints that humans are only beginning to copy. So the next time you watch a bird take flight, see a dog sniffing the ground, or hear about whales singing in distant oceans, remember that their perception of reality is profoundly different from yours. They are tuned to signals you cannot sense, immersed in worlds invisible to human experience. The mystery of animal sensation and communication reminds us that our reality is just one version among many, and that the universe is far richer and more alive than our limited senses allow us to perceive.
Imagine waking up one morning and realizing humans have evolved to possess every powerful sense found in the animal kingdom. No longer limited to our basic five, we suddenly live in a world of echolocation, seismic communication, ultraviolet vision, and even the ability to detect electricity. Sounds amazing, right? Well, buckle up, because society is about to get very weird. Imagine walking through a park at night, and instead of silence, the entire place sounds like a rave full of malfunctioning car alarms. Offices would turn into chemical warfare zones because everyone could smell what their coworkers had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from across the room. Arguments would break out. Bob, did you eat tuna again? Lying would vanish overnight because everyone could literally feel your body's electrical signals. Now comes elephant seismic sensing. Humans would start communicating through vibrations in the ground. With 16 types of color receptors, humans would see colors no one's ever imagined. The fashion industry would collapse instantly. Clothes that look stylish today would appear like radioactive rainbows tomorrow. Walking through a crowded street would be like scrolling through a mood feed in real life. What do you think? It would be great to know your opinion. Please write on the comment box and subscribe this channel.